Professor Kothawade. Today I am going to teach you data structure using C and we are going to study first chapter, that is Introduction to Data Structure. So in today's lecture we are going to cover 4 bits, that is introduction, definition, need of data structure and classification of data structure. So first thing, introduction to the data structure. Here we are going, as the name itself implies, data structure, so we are giving a structure to the data in our computer. For example, in the real world thing, we can say that if we are reading or if we are in our study room, if there are many books, so if we arrange it properly, we can retrieve or we can take that book easily. So if we are scattered, means if they are not arranged properly in our bookshelf, so it is difficult and it will take time to read, or we can take the books from the groups. So here similarly we are going to study about the data structure. Next one, what is the definition? So here you can see the study of organization and flow of data in a computer is called as a data structure. So here we are going to study how the data will be stored in our memory and how we are giving a structure to that data. Okay, and how the flow of data means how we can access or how we can retrieve the data from the stored memory. So the definition says that the study of organization and flow of data in a computer. So it means that the data we are going to save in our computer, it will be saved into the memory. How it has to be saved and how it has to be retrieved, we are going to study in this data structure. Okay. Next, we are going to study classification of data structure. Okay. Here we can see the data structure is classified into primitive data structure, non-primitive data structure. Again, this non-primitive is divided into linear data structure and non-linear data structure. So we are going to study in details what are these primitive data structure, non-primitive, linear and non-linear with examples. Okay, so primitive data structures, these are nothing but building blocks of a data structure, of any data structure. Okay, so these are already saved. For example, we can go for int, float, char. So these are the example of int, integer, float and character. So these are the example for primitive data structures. As we can see, in a C program, you are familiar with int, float, char, till now you have used. So when you declare any variable with an int, so it says that a is a variable of the type integer. So by using these primitive data structure, we are going to create a non-primitive data structure. Okay, we are going to study what are non-primitive. Before that, so primitive data structure are nothing but building blocks of a data structure. Primitive data structure are considered to be the primitive or a building blocks of any structure. Okay. Next, non-primitive data structure is nothing but these are user defined data structure. For example, we can see stack, queue, linked list, tree, graph. So these we are going to create. So that is why these are considered to be a non-primitive data structure. Okay, by using this int, float, we are going to create a non-primitive data structure. So we are saying that these are user defined data structure. Again, in the non-primitive data structure, they are classified into linear data structure and non-linear data structure. So linear data structure means here the data will be arranged sequentially. Okay, the data will be arranged sequentially, whereas non-linear means the data will be arranged randomly. Here we can see in the real world example, linear data structure means a person or a people standing in the line will be considered as a linear data structure. Whereas in the non-linear, the mob or a group of people standing somewhere or in front of any shopping mall, that will be considered as a non-linear data structure. So here non-linear in the sense they are arranged non-linearly, means they are arranged randomly. Okay. So next in the here On these data structure, that is a primitive, non-primitive, again in the linear and non-linear, we are going to study operations that are performed on this linear data structure and non-linear data structure. In details, we have a chapter on stack, queue, graph and tree. So these have the different operations that are to be performed. As I told you, according to the definition, we are going to save the data and we are going to retrieve the data from the data structure. So insertion, deletion, traversing, all the operations are performed on stack, queue, graph and tree. So in details, we are going to study what is stack, what is queue, what is graph and what is tree. So this is a classification of data structure. So in the today's class, so I need to conclude my class. So in today's chapter, or in today's lecture, what we have studied, what is a data structure, what is the need of a data structure and what is the classification of data structure. So here we can see this is a linear, non-linear, that is the stack, queue and graph and tree. Okay, so stack is a nothing but in this data structure it is a linear. The name itself implies that linear means the data will be saved in a sequential manner. For example, people standing in a queue, that is considered to be a linear data structure. Whereas in the non-linear data structure, the data will be in the random manner. For example, the people standing in the group. So okay, group means there will be number of people, there is no any sequence. So that is considered to be as a non-linear data structure. Now we are going to study, for example, we can take months. For a linear data structure, we can say that months in a year. So here what happens, months means after January it should be a February, after that March, April, May, June. We cannot consider January, then we can go for a March. So what is that? There is a linear relationship between the data, January, February, March. So this is considered to be a linear data structure because it is compulsory that after January it should be in a February, after that it should be in a March. So that is, there is a linear relationship between the data. So it is considered to be a linear data structure. Now we can go for an example of a non-linear. For example, we can take an example of Gateway of India. So where it is situated? It is situated in India. In India, where it is there? It is in a Maharashtra. Okay. So in Maharashtra, it is in a Mumbai. And we can take an example of Gol Gumbaz. Okay. In Gol Gumbaz, where it is situated in India. In India, it is situated in Karnataka. In Karnataka, it is situated in Bijapur. So here the relationship between the data is non-linear. So this is how such kind of a data should be stored in our computer. So we are creating a structure, or we are giving a structure to such data. So we are going to study the data structure. Okay, so this is about data structure, classification of data structure, linear, non-linear. Okay, these are the examples. So when you go through such real world examples, it will be clear for you. For example, another one is Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. So again, here you can see that it is a sequential relationship between the data. Whereas Monday, after Monday it should be Tuesday, after that it should be Wednesday. So here the sequential relation should be there. So we need such data should be represented only by the linear data structure, and such data should be represented in your computer by using the non-linear data structure. So this is about today's lecture. So we have covered such. So in the next class we are going to study, so what are the operations on data structure, and we are going to study what is the time complexity and what is the space complexity. Thank you.